Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. Build a seed with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.
We are the nation of domination.
What up, Eagles Nation? It's your boy Birdgang 31 in the building. How's everybody doing today? And yes, we are right before the off-season start, right before the new league, and our GM, Howie Roseman, is about to enter into Howie season. The season where Howie wouldn't have the opportunity with the funds come out, show up, and show out. You know what I'm saying? So welcome everybody in, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, wherever you're coming from. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube. Make sure you guys all jump on the YouTube and say what's up. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to talk to you guys. It's been a while since I did a live stream by myself to let you guys know how I feel about this team going into this next season, what I want, Howie Roseman to do, and what I think is best for this Philadelphia Eagles team. And we're going to talk about some draft picks. We're going to talk a little bit about everything. So, sit back, relax. Make sure you jump in the chat with questions. Jump in the chat. This is the one-on-one with BG and the Nation. So make sure we, get it live in here today, man. Salute to all you guys in here. Shout out to Eagles Champ 1 in the building. He says he wants to get Reddick. The Reddick trades are crazy. I do believe all these Reddick trades are crazy. Okay, we can start there. I like that you said it. We can start there, Eagles Champ. The Reddick trades are crazy because simple fact is the Eagles need Reddick. The Eagles need Reddick. There's no way around it. The Eagles need Hassan Reddick on this football team this year. And the other part about it is he's under contract. He's under contract. So we need him. He's under contract. Just pay the man. We got the money to pay him for 1 year. If the season's right, we go where we need to go. Give him some more money later or let him walk later after the end of the season. But I don't feel like it's such a, panic need where we need to figure out what we're going to do with Reddick, what we're going to do with a guy that's already signed to this football team. Reddick is an amazing player. I hear about all these other players out there from the Burnses and all these other guys, that can come in and fill Reddick's shoes. No, you can't fill Reddick and Josh Sweat's shoes. Reddick is from Philadelphia. He's a native. This is his home spot. This is where he loves to play football. Josh Sweat, we drafted him. We drafted him for a reason. And he's gotten better and better every year. Maybe last year was a little bit of a dip, but at the end of the day, he's gotten better every single year. He's gotten double-digit sacks. So why would you want two double-digit sack guys off of your defensive line? I know they like to say we're starting a new regime. We are. We're starting a new regime. You got the Kellen Moore in here. You got the Vic Fangio, the guy where I'm not even 100% sure it's going to make that big of a difference. You know what I'm saying? You look at the JG defense. That was talent that made that happen. You know what I'm saying? That was talent and skill that made that happen. JG wasn't the best coach in the world. And what scheme does he fall under? The Vic Fangio scheme. Okay? So we went out and got the side. It didn't work. JG, it didn't work. So now we're going to go to the guy that made the scheme, Vic Fangio himself. And I know a lot of people say, if you eat some off-brand chip as opposed to some Lay's, it's two different chips. But at the end of the day, it's still the same system. The Eagles been crying for a more aggressive style defense. And I don't know if Fangio is going to be the guy to bring that aggressiveness that we're looking for. You know? Um, But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what the old guy have in his tricks. He is older. He has been around the league for a long time. He does know multiple different schemes. And who knows with the roster that we have this year, with all the money that he has to spend to get these talented players in here this year, what he can, mix up. Twitter's like, yeah, what's up, my guy? He said Vic Fangio wants more versatile players, it looks like. Yeah, I've seen that too. I've seen that too. He wants some guys that can do multiple different things, which you should want as a defensive coordinator. And salute to you, always rocking the Howie King of the Cap shirt as his logo. That is pinned to the top of the chat. If you guys want to go get the Howie King of the Cap shirt before Howie works his magic this year, go get your shirt. Show that you already that Howie's about to do his thing. Print Champs, the one that brought you the Hurt season hats, LB, Philly Mike, all the greats are on Print Champs. They are the best printing label out there. Make sure you work with them, you shop with them, all the different content creators, and make sure you go out and get your Howie Roseman King of the Cap shirt. The link is pinned to the top of the chat, like I said, and on YouTube and inside the descriptions on all the other social media. So where we're at? Okay, go back to the Fangio defense. So I don't think Fangio will be the type of guy that, has Hassan Reddick, just lined up. Backpedaling, trying to cover people. I think Fangio is a veteran and he does know how to, make sure he's getting the best out of his players. Now, we can cry about if he's the guy or not, but guess what? He is that guy. So we all got to get used to it. So no matter what we see, the decision's already made. He said, hate this defense, fire Fangio. Not yet. Not yet. We're not going to go there yet. We're not going to go there yet. EC1 says, Jets, Bryce Huff is also someone that the Eagles are expected aggressively pursuing the free agency. Yeah, another guy from the Jets, guys. You got to look at it. It goes both ways. Because we're going to talk a little bit about Saquon a little bit, too. It goes both ways. If you're a good player on a crappy team, you shine a little bit more because you're the only thing shining on the team. If you bring a Bryce Huff to the Eagles, will he be good? Yes. But will he be great? You know what I'm saying? Would he be a staple? We've signed a lot of good DNs before, and most of them work. You got you get the Freak worked out when he was here. We got Babbitt worked out when he was here. And there's a couple other ones, good free agent, signings that we picked up that worked out pretty good for us. But at the end of the day, keep what you got in-house. These players know what time it is. Nick kept his job. He needed to do his job. Get everybody inspired again. Make up a new flower speech for that matter. Do whatever it takes because they gave you your job. They let you keep your job. Okay, Nick? So since you got to keep your job, you need to make sure that you got to make sure these players are ready. You got to make sure these players are motivated. You got to make sure these players do not lose sight on the number one thing, and that's winning another championship in Philadelphia. So, getting back to what we're talking about here, we got a lot of off-season moves to make. And I just want to let's start on the offensive side of the ball, because there's a lot of talk being said about this offensive side of the ball right now, and the number one guy that everybody's talking about is this guy right here, Saquon Barkley. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about Saquon Barkley, but I'm a huge fan of Saquon Barkley. And now I know he played for the Giants. I know he had history of getting hurt, but you got to look at two things with that. When he was healthy, he's always been one of the best backs in the league. Hands down, when Saquon's healthy, he's putting in that work on with a garbage offensive line, with garbage receivers, with a garbage Danny food stamps quarterback. So he was still able to go over 1,000 yards a couple times. He's had some really good seasons, really good games, but everybody worried about his health. But you got to remember, everybody wanted DeAndre Swift back. I love Swift. I think he was underutilized last year. I think there's a lot of meat left on that bone when you talking about DeAndre Swift. But Saquon Barkley is another running back, guys. He's not the same. He's not the same. Okay? Don't keep these guys in the same category. There are two different caliber running backs. Saquon in his best can lead the league in rushing, can win you an MVP. His talent skill is an all-pro type guy. Now, DeAndre Swift at his best is a good running back. It's tired of getting players that are just good. It's time to get great. It's time to go win this chip. Build a team that can win the chip consistently. Jalen Hurts is only signed for what? 3 more years? 4 more years because he just got his contract last year? So you got a 4-year window to go make this team the best possible team it can possibly be. What's up, Nina? How you doing in the building? Nina said, can't waste another year on this offensive roster. There's too much talent that Howie going to increase to waste another year. Let's go. Yes, let's go. It's too much talent on this team. We ain't got time to waste no more. So I would say at the running back position, go get him. Go get a Saquon Barkley. Go get an all-pro caliber running back. Put him behind this offensive line. Put him with AJ, Devontae, Goddard. Put him with these boys and let them eat. A quarterback like Jalen Hurts, if Saquon could do all that damage by himself, he can do all that damage by himself, then why not put a team around him? You've seen the jump start. Well, actually, Hassan Reddick, before he came to Philly, Saquon is a PA guy. He did go to Penn State. He's a local too, okay? He's just a more talented local. Put this guy off a losing mentality type team and bring him to a championship organization like the Philadelphia Eagles. And I promise you, his game step up. I promise you, you see a whole nother Saquon. Saquon never had linebackers getting held up because they're not sure what their quarterback was going to do. Saquon never had the number one offensive line in the league blocking for him. We all said the year Miles Sanders left that was one of the best seasons Miles has ever had. And it looked like he played for the 92 Cowgirls. The 92 Cowgirls were led and Leon Led and Allen and all these boys. Because those holes were wide ass open. Swift on all his good plays last year. Those holes were wide ass open. Excuse me. So put a guy like Saquon and give him a crack. He's going to hit home runs. People say Saquon's one of the biggest home run hitters there is at the position. But then there are a lot of, touches that he has that he only gained 2-3 yards. It's because he's it. He's their offense. Him and Daniel Jones, when they went to the playoffs, were the Giants' offense. He don't have to be that guy here. He don't have to be that guy here. We could just give him the ball as needed. You're going to be throwing the ball to AJ. You're going to be throwing the ball to Devontae that you're going to have to give a new contract to. So they both need their targets. You're going to be throwing the ball to Dallas Goedert. You're going to be throwing the ball to whoever your running back is. Saquon can catch the ball, and he's one of the best pass blocking running backs in the game. I think he was ranked 6th. So go ahead and add a Saquon Barkley. Now, if you can't get a Saquon Barkley, you know, there's only one other guy that I would want to bring, and I think shout out to Philly 500. He said this too. Is you bring Derrick Henry in, a guy you don't have to give that much money to. He's made his coin inside the NFL. A guy that is still when healthy, and all these running backs. You think about CMC when he was on the Panthers and he kept getting hurt, right? Everybody said he was done. Everybody said that it was a wrap for CMC. They trade him to a good organization. They trade him to a good offense, a good head coach, a good offensive mind. And what happens? He became the best back in the league. He doesn't get hurt that often. You know, the Giants field sucks. Both offensive line for Saquon or Henry is not as good as the Eagles. They don't have the talent around them on offense as the Eagles. So why not go pull one of these guys? If you want to save some money, go get Henry. Bring him over. You know? Why not save the money and go get a Derrick? He still had a great season last year. And if you get Henry on a discounted price, you probably can even get Swift on a 1-year discount price. And you bring both of them in here. You know? You bring both of them in here to dominate the run game because we need to do what we need to do. And I hope Kellen Moore understands that the run sets up the pass. The run, guys, sets up the pass. These coaches be acting like they forget about. The run sets up the pass. The pass don't set up the run. The run sets up the pass. He said Steen about to graduate from Stout U and dominate. I believe you. I think Steen at that right guard spot is going to be deadly. It's going to be awesome to see Steen in his progression in year 2 in Stout University. Nephew in the building. What up, Jinx Wolf? How you doing, my guy? How you doing? Make sure you guys hitting that like, though. Hit that like. You know, wherever you're from, if you can, come over to the YouTube side. Come over. You know, I got both chats up right now. So I see a lot of people on both chats. We got 50 in here, you know, from YouTube to Facebook to Twitter. And I just want to salute all you guys for rocking with me. And I'm sorry for not bringing out as much content like I need to. I've been working, dealing with life. But I'm going to start bringing out, having a lot more of these one-on-one conversations with you guys so we can talk some real Eagles football. But back to what I was saying in my hearing. He's a bruiser inside the 20 touchdowns all day. Henry has never ran behind an offensive line like this, an offense with this much talent. Derrick Henry has never done it. Never had this much talent around him. Never had the quarterback play. Everything lined up perfectly for him. But he's led the league in rushing. He's been an MVP. And I know he's longer in the tooth. That's why you get him on a 2-year, maybe 3-year deal. But he can put that work in on this team. Then you bring a guy back like Swift, you know? You bring a guy back like Swift to pair up with Derrick Henry. Because I'm tired and I am done. And when I say done, I mean I'm done with Gainwell being the second back on this football team. I'm done with it. It's a wrap. Everybody thought Gainwell could be the guy. He's not the guy. Does he suck? No. But we need elite talent to do elite things. You know, some teams don't need it. Patrick Mahomes, he might not need elite talent, but he's an elite quarterback with an elite tight end, with an elite head coach. Elite players, elite coaches, elite things win championships and rings. Period. So he says, I'm down with Saquon. Come get that ring. Yeah, that's what I say. Saquon would love it to come stick it to the Giants 2 times a year. He don't have to move very far. PA, New York, right next to each other. He probably doesn't have to move, to be honest with you. Keep the same spot. Don't have to move your family nowhere. Just come over and play some football with us. He said Saquon Barkley to the Eagles would make Giants fans suicidal. It would make them suicidal. But who cares about the Giants fans? And he said Gainwell stinks. Yeah. And I'm not even gonna disrespect Gainwell, say that he stinks. You know, I'm not even going to say that he sucks. He's just not what we need. He's not what we need to get back. When we won the Super Bowl, guys, let's go back. What was the combination? It was LeGarrette Blount, power back. Like James says right here, he says, when are you going to learn how to use a big back? And I know you guys said we had Penny, you know, and I forgot the other guy we brought over, Jordan Howard and all these cats. They're not elite backs. They're not good. Penny's not great. If you can't crack this roster, it makes, you know, carve your way some playing time. I know there's politics. I know coaches have favors. But if you were a good player, you would have been on the football field last year. And we did not see no Penny all year long. And he's not the big back. He's not a Derrick Henry style big back. That's what we need. We need a Derrick Henry style big back. Or even a Saquon. Saquon, what was one of his big things? The power he has. The agility he has. The speed he has. He's younger. I want Saquon more than Henry. But if you have to go 1, 2, 3, it's Saquon, Henry, Swift. And those are only 3 guys. And hopefully you can get 2 and 3 together. You know, hopefully you can get both of these guys together on the same roster. So when one goes down, the other one's right there. They complement each other. LeGarrette Blount, Jay Ajayi, you know. And then if you want to keep Gainwell to be your third receiving back, like a Corey Clement. The blueprint, we already know the blueprint for our football team to succeed. Corey Clement, Jay Ajayi, LeGarrette Blount, power back, speed back, receiving back. You can do that if you go get a Derrick Henry and bring back a Swift. And then we'll see how hard it will be to stop this offense here in Philadelphia. He said bigger backs aren't normally shotgun backs. That's why you bring back Swift with him. If you get Derrick, I think you should go ahead and bring back Swift too. And like I said, Saquon got the strength of a big back. So you can bring a Saquon and put him in the shotgun all day. That's why I say if you want one guy to be your bell cow, because there's already all these different weapons, and that's what I think the Eagles get too cute with. They want to have all these good players, but not great players. Receiver, you got 2 great ones, but you want to try to throw in Zacchaeus and Quet and Watkins and all these other receivers trying to make a name for them. Running back, you want to have 3, 4, you know, Boston Scott, Kenny Gainwell, Swift, you know, some other jabroni on the bench. You try to bring in all these guys to make a difference on your football team when it's time to stop that. It's time to stop it. You know, you got too much talent. Let all your talent thrive. You know what I'm saying? Let it all thrive. You don't need so many. You need one good back. When he's tired, you need another good back to put in to replace him for those plays while he catches his breath and gets back in the game. Receivers, when you got a good back and a great tight end, you only need really 2 good receivers. How many times do you think we're going to throw the football in a game? You know? And I'm not saying your third and fourth can't be good as well, but I am saying they don't have to be elite because they're not getting that many targets. So that's when you catch a flyer. Forget all the free agent receivers out there this year. Eagles, if you want to be smart, you go hit up this draft. You know what I'm saying? You hit up this draft and go get you a nice receiver. Because I was there at the Senior Bowl. There's a lot of legit receivers that we can bring to this football team and be good with, being number 3. Roman Wilson from the Champions, Michigan, will be a great third receiver with Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. You know, Leggett from South Carolina is another A.J. Brown style receiver that would be great to put in the slot in between, you know, A.J. and Devontae. Christian McCaffrey, Luke McCaffrey, talked to him for a while at the Senior Bowl, will be a great addition to this offense. Jerry Rice, the GOAT, Jerry freaking Rice, the best receiver of all time. His son, faster, stronger. in this draft, third, late second, third round, go get him. Bring him in this offense. Put him in the slot. Would be a great addition. So it ain't got to be the number one draft pick. You know, I know a lot of people see Worthy out there. And they're like, Worthy, you know, broke the record for speed. D Jax even. My favorite Eagle receiver of all time. D Jax even giving the guy praise, said he could be the next D Jax if he wants to. If he wants to go out there and work hard for it, he could be the next D Jax, and he can be on this Philadelphia Eagles team, and he should be on this Philadelphia Eagles team to bring a different dimension to this offense, which will be great. Now, if Howie does what Howie does and hits this free agency right and go get all the other positions, the linebacker, the safety, you know, the running back, re-sign Reddick, maybe add another piece to this defense. But even the defensive line inside this draft is deep. It's deep. You can get a Sweat in the second round and have two Sweats on your team to throw in there with Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter. That Sweat boy from Texas. I know Murphy didn't go out there and play. I mean, didn't go to the Senior Bowl. But that Sweat boy from Texas is a beast. A monster. He reminds me of a mix of Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, because dude's monstrous. It's a big monster guy, size-wise. And then you throw in the fact that he got that tenacity and that get to the quarterback type thing as a, you know, Jalen Carter, you know what I'm saying, the ferocious strength. I watched two guys try to block him all practice long. And when he's on, he's on. Throw him in there. It don't always got to be just the ends. I know the ends are the ones that get to the quarterback, but we got a lot of ends on this football team. To be honest, our defensive line is pretty set. You know, Jordan Davis, Carter, we can let Fletch go. But if he wants to come back for a cheap deal, bring him back. I don't care. You know, Milton Williams played great last year when he played. Marlon Tulopu from USC finally was healthy last year and played great when he got a chance to play. And we had a couple other guys that shine from here and there, but go get another stud in this draft and go ahead and add him to the mix. You know, there's a lot of good ones out there. You know, but that's my main guy. Sweat will be the guy on that defensive line. Linebacker. There's only one linebacker I want, you know, and that's Patrick Queen. If you're gonna spend any money this off season, go get you a Patrick Queen. You know, later, EC1. Have a good one, buddy. If you're gonna get any linebacker, I've been messing up the chat, just talking. Sorry about that, guys. You know I get into my modes. I start talking. Sorry about that. I see all y'all words, though. You know, safety. We're going to get to the safety. He said the receiver-wise, we have luxury pick and defense early. We just need a receiver 3. Yeah. We talked about receiver. Okay, so I'm caught up. Yeah. So, it's Patrick Queen. Because if you're not getting a Patrick Queen, the only other guy I want you to get, you know, go get these guys in the draft. You know, but that means you're going to have to go high. You know, you're going to have to go second, third round and get 2 of them. Go get you a Cooper. Go get our boy, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. It'd be a blessing to play. To be able to play for the Philadelphia Eagles, he said. To bring the Axeman Jr. to Philadelphia. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's the hype of the name. Everybody wants to get on the hype of the name because his name, we've had him. His dad was the best linebacker to ever play for Philadelphia in that midnight green. But I'm telling those people, did you ever watch tape? He's one of the best cover linebackers. He's one of the most physical linebackers in the game right now in college football. He played on a good team. Not great. Clemson wasn't great this year. They played on a good team. He makes tackles. He can make interceptions. He can sack the quarterback. He said in his press conference, let's see if I see if we got that. That's what he loves to do. It looks like I deleted it. He loves to get after the quarterback. He's a blitzing linebacker. And then everybody's like, well, we got Nakobe Dean already. How many years you need? You know? You've been hurt since you got here. You ain't did nothing. Last year when you were healthy, you didn't do nothing. So it's about upgrading all these spots. And like I said, you go get yourself a Patrick Queen. Don't be stingy with the money. Go spend the money. Go get him. Bring him to this football team. Elite talent. You know, we're not trying to substitute with good players no more. We've been doing that shit and it ain't been working. Go get your elite linebacker. Pair him up with a Dean. Don't make Dean the number one guy on this football team in this linebacker core. Don't make Dean that guy. He's not. I'm sorry, he's not. And I was huge on Dean. He's not. It seems like there is a reason why he fell to the third round. He was the number one linebacker in college football the year he got drafted, but fell to the third round for a reason. And we're starting to see it. The injuries, the size, you know? So don't make him be your lead guy. Have faith in him. I'm not saying don't have faith in the guy, but don't put the pressure on him to be the guy. Go get you a bona fide stud-ass linebacker, even if you got to trade for one. I heard White got released, I think, from Tampa Bay. Another good linebacker. There's some linebackers out there, but if you don't want to spend the money, go get Queen. Go bring Queen to the team. Pair him up with Nakobe Dean. And then go draft. Go draft Trotter. Go draft Cooper. Go draft Colston. You know what I'm saying? Go get these boys. So now you got your guy that you have your faith in. You got Nakobe Dean. You know? Now you got Patrick Queen and a legit bona fide stud at your position. And now you got the young talent in the wings learning from both of them. And I know Cooper, Colston, they're good linebackers, but why not bring the name, the pedigree of a Jeremiah Trotter? This guy's no bum. You know what I'm saying? He's not no bum off the street. He's actually a really good football player. So why not bring that and have him be your third linebacker? Now you got three studs. If Dean does his thing, three studs at that linebacker position. You know? Three studs. Now your defensive line's done. Your linebacker's done. We're going to talk about the secondary now. Now, one of the biggest things they're talking about is Bradbury. Bradbury did play like trash last year. But even the year before, when he was all-pro and Slay wasn't, but Slay was Pro Bowl, and I think he wasn't, that type of thing went on. I didn't think he was that great that year either. I'm not really big on Bradbury. You know? We got a lot of young studs on this football team to take care of Bradbury, though. We got Josh Jobe coming into another year. We got Eli Ricks coming into another year. We got Rodgers coming to play football this season. I know you guys watched this tape. I know he's putting out, little highlight films of him, showing that he's staying in shape, showing that he's ready to ball out. We got Rodgers. But if I'm Howie, going back to the elite thing, if I'm Howie, I'm watching the Denver Broncos sell the farm. They're selling everybody, cutting everybody, getting rid of everybody over there. If I'm the king of the cap, Howie Roseman, I seen it today on Twitter. I'm sitting my number one draft pick. I'm sitting number one. And guess what? I'm sending you number one in Bradbury. You're going to send me back Patrick Surtain. Yes, you are. You selling the farm anyway. You retooling, reloading. Don't waste this boy's best years of football while you trying to figure out what kind of team you can put together. You know? Don't waste Patrick Surtain's best years of football on this trash-ass team. From Alabama. Another Roll Tide in the building. Family environment. Trade his ass to the Philadelphia Eagles. Bring him to the Birds. pair him up with Big Play Slay for one more year and let one of these young bucks go win that slot position. Elite talent. Bring the best of the best this year. Because that's what we need on defense. The best of the best. Our defense was trash last year. Absolute trash. It's time to replenish that. You know? It's time to make that better. With elite talent, not just anybody. I don't want no... I'm tired of getting these guys, in the last year of the contract, trying to, ball out to get paid type players. It works sometimes. But how many times you going to go down the same well and think you're going to get the same answer, get a different answer? Because it worked one year with the Super Bowl doesn't mean it's going to work the next year, the next year, next year. Sometimes you just got to go pay that guy. Go get Surtain. Bring him in here. Give him his bag. His tackling was atrocious. Exactly. It was atrocious. I thought we had a Pop Warner defense most of the year. Like, these guys are trash. Can't cover nobody. Can't tackle nobody. Can't stop the run. Can't get off the field on third downs. It was coaching too. I'm not going to put it on the players. But there has to be a point where you realize you're that talented player. You don't want to be embarrassed. You go make a goddamn play. Miss Ash, what's up, girl? How you doing today? You got to go make a play. And we need passionate players. We need elite, passionate players on this football team to bring us back to where we need to be. You saved money the last couple of years, and that's why we're in the position we are in now. What other team is as good as the Philadelphia Eagles right now? With this much cap space. And we can even make more if we want to. What other team? With these numbers, you normally are, one of the teams that are in the bottom of the draft. First, second pick, third pick. Rebuilding your team. Trying to buy every free agent to try to build a team. Not a team that only needs a couple of pieces. We don't need that much. Everybody sits here and think that we need so much to get back to what we need. What we need is solid coaching, solid elite players in certain positions. And we need our swag back. We need our confidence back. Remember when we won that Super Bowl, everybody was dancing on the sideline. Every time there's a defense interception, they're running down to the end zone to do their little, group dance. Whenever there's a touchdown on offense, they had their own celebrations going on. Everybody had fun that year. The year we lost the Super Bowl, everybody was having fun that year, all year long, in press conferences, on the field, off the field, having fun. Football is supposed to be fun. It's a sport. It's a hobby. It's a game, for that matter. If you're concerned about what the media is saying to you, you're concerned about your gameplay, your confidence is low, you are not going to play football at a high level. We've seen what happened at the end of this football season. We let Joey Bosa come on TV. Nick Bosa, sorry, and say, I gave you the blueprint to these guys. I gave you the blueprint. Now let's see what the rest of you guys can do with the blueprint. Now, if we played the stretch that we played right before we played him, the Patrick Mahomes, the Josh Allens, the Miami Dolphins, the Dallas Cowgirls, and I know we played them again and lost, but the first time we beat them, and lost all those games, went 6 out of 7, I can understand it. But after he's sending that information out, right? Trash teams start whooping our ass. Trash. Meaning all these guys lost faith. All these guys had a bad game and hurt everybody in the office and at home. Everybody in the studio say they were trash and been trash all year long. You are sitting there at 10-2. There's nothing trash about you. But you let everybody else get to you in your head. The coaches, the players, the health, the staff, everybody. And y'all go out and lose 6 out of 7 games to trash ass teams. That's sad. That's real sad to me. You know, that's lack of confidence. And I don't know how you lose confidence at 10-2. I don't. There's a lot of teams that go a whole season don't even win 10 games. She said, we got some experienced coaches. We got the big part out of the way. Yes, exactly. We got some experienced coaches. That was a good part that we got out of the way. We need to get the swag back, guys. It's the off season. It's that time now. It starts what? When is it? On the 12th? Today's the 10th. So 2 more days, a day, 2 within the next 48 hours. And I want all Eagle fans, I want all Eagle players to embrace being great again. We're the Philadelphia Eagles. It's okay if you don't like my team. Not everyone have good taste. As you see the sign right there. Not everyone has good taste, but the Philadelphia Eagles is the best team. I'm tired of them making my team look bad. I'm tired of Howie, step that shit up. Nick, step that shit up. New coaches, bring some different shit. Mm-hmm. Stars on this football. AJ Brown, Devontae, Goddard, Hurts. Step your game up. Stop all this inner beefing. Y'all letting the money really get to y'all for real, for real. I said it. Y'all letting the money get to y'all for real, for real. Hurts. You know, longest offseason last year, went to Super Bowl. First time him doing that, right? Go get a fat contract. Now you see him in music videos. Now you see him on commercials, at events. I know it all comes with the job, right? But you also see what happened in this game. Y'all know I'm a Hurts fan. Number 1 Hurts fan. He could have been better last year. He could have been better. He didn't have that offseason he had the year prior where he was grinding, trying to get that contract, trying to be that leader, trying to be that guy, trying to be the best quarterback in the league because he got paid. Go through the history of quarterbacks that got paid. Not very many of them, after they got paid, the very next season had a good year. Not very many of them. Should the Eagles waited 1 more year? Would he have tried a little harder last year? Possibility. AJ, just play football, my guy. Stop letting these outsiders get you all emotional. You can be that emotional leader on this football team. You can work the hardest. You can tell people what to do. That's fine. But you got to back it up. Where did you go when we went 6 and 7? Won 1 out of 7 games last year. Where was AJ Brown at? How you go break the record for most 125-yard receiving games ever, but then go silent? Not one 100-yard game after that. When you play trash-ass teams, if you lose to one of them, that's one thing. You lose 2, okay, we're underestimating them. But there should have been no reason the Philadelphia Eagles win 1-7. So I hope Clint Hurts gets in our D-line, as if not, he needs to put on the uni. Yeah, right? Hurts is supposed to bring that heat on that D-line. She's like, facts. It's time for you guys to bring that heart back. It's time for you guys to bring that Philly passion back. It's time for you guys to realize that y'all are not underdogs no more. I know everybody likes to be in the underdog role. I know Philadelphia itself, the Rocky, the whole mentality of being the underdog role. But when you're the underdog, you win a damn championship. It's time for you to take a new position up. Even when Kansas City was losing last year, did you ever see them come out and be like, we're underdogs? No one believes in us. We're underdogs. No. When playoff came, they did what they do. Leaders do. They led. They showed you why they're great. If you're great, you got to be great all the time. Even when you slide, you got to have the mindset of knowing that you're about to be back on top. And this Philadelphia Eagles team last year didn't do that. They didn't do that not one bit. No, they did not. No, they did not. It's time to bring that swag. Jalen Hurts used to talk with swag. Everything that came out the man's mouth was gold. But last year, broken record. Same shit. All year long. It's kind of depressing. And I know everybody wants Jalen to be this big leader. Like AJ said, that's not his style. And it's not. But guess what? When they pay you more money at any job, you gain new responsibilities. You work at McDonald's. You might start out on fries. You work hard, you keep working. You can be the manager one day. Guess what? The manager got way more responsibilities than just making those fries. So Jalen, you might not be that rah-rah guy, but I don't want to see you throwing picks in a football game and sitting on the sideline still face. I don't want to see you scoring touchdowns coming back to that sideline with a still face. If you score and the offense does good, give everybody a hand clap. I watch you in your preseason speeches. You lit. You getting the boys fired up. But don't let it stop in the pregame speech or in the postgame speech. It has to be consistent, my guy, throughout the whole game. You make a mistake, sorry, guys. We got it. We coming back. We about to get this back like you did the year before. When you score a touchdown, celebrating, dapping up. See some emotion, my guy. It only takes a little from a guy like you to really drive this team. Everybody that year we went to the Super Bowl was like, Jalen Hurts drives us. Jalen Hurts motivates us. Jalen Hurts gives us that extra sense of energy that we've never had before. You got to be that guy, you know? Like I said, this team don't need very much, man. I know they say we need a safety. There's a lot of good ones out there. You know, McKinney from Alabama. Another giant that you can bring. Go bring both giants over. McKinney and Saquon. You know, CJ GJ. He cool. He's cool too. Bring that guy back. You know, at the safety position, but find someone. Justin Simmons would be good for 1 or 2 year rental. But find another stud. We need a guy that's a star already. Don't go worry about this draft. Don't go. These key positions, safety, running back, linebacker, those 3 key positions need to be a star. That's already proven. That's not washed. A star. Not someone, a past-been star. Someone that's active right now in the NFL. Yes. Needs to be someone active right now in the NFL. That is a bona fide stud. Bring him out there. Put him on this team. Fill those holes with those type of players. And then use the draft. Sprinkle in other good talent, you know, to give these guys a break. So there's not too much more, you know, to say about this team, man. You know, we got the Swift. BG's back. You know, I'm looking forward to see BG. He said he was on his farewell tour. His farewell tour. Let's send him home, right, with another ring. Another one of these. He put in that work. He talked about when it sucked. I mean, when all of us was like, BG sucked. The Eagles about to trade him, cut him. And he was on that edge, and he realized he had to show something. And what'd he do? He went out there and showed something. He's been showing it ever since. The only guy I know that got older and got better. You know, he wasn't declining. He was on the incline the whole time. Last year, kind of a dip. We didn't use him as much. And that's all we got to do with him this year. I think the Eagles realized that, and that's why they brought him back. And the only other question people got is this Jason Kelce thing. You know, Jason Kelce's gone. Salute to the GOAT, Jason. You know, he's gone. Go have fun with New Heights. Go have fun being on TV. Come back, help us coach a little bit. He's like, going to miss BG. Great personality. Yeah. Electric personality. So after this year, we going to miss him. He back, baby. He back. But Kelsey's GOAT, man. And I know we all like Cam Jurgens is a plan set out already. You know, Cam Jurgens is that guy that's supposed to come in here and replace him. You know, Cam Jurgens is a guy that's supposed to come replace this guy, you know. And let's see what Cam did. It says Cam Jurgens in the NFL. 689 snaps played. 0 sacks allowed. 0 penalties against. And that was at the right guard spot. Right? He's had his time behind the GOAT, playing with the GOAT, seeing what Kelce does. But when you have 0 sacks, 0 penalties, it kind of makes you think, do you want to keep the guy at guard at a position that he's flawless at? Why? Was he the best right guard in football last year? No. He had some growing pains, but you got to realize it was his first year starting. He is in Stout University. He is going to get better. Do you want to slide this man over and throw Steen in there? You can do that. That could be an option. You know, I don't know, man. I feel like when we got the player, we should have got the player ready to roll. Even though we never knew when Jason was going to leave. Just like what we did with Landon, you know, a couple of years back when we drafted Landon to replace Jason. Landon ended up being the best left guard in football right now. And now we're never putting Landon at center. He's a left guard in football. And I guess it's good that he's only played 1 year at right guard, because now you can do it. He hasn't been that dominating. But Jurgens can go there. Either that or you use a high pick and go get Powers and leave Jurgens at right guard. Excuse me. And let Steen be your guy that you rotate in injuries. That Powers from Oregon, I watched him live at the Senior Bowl. That boy's a beast. He reminds me of Jason Kelce a lot. He reminds me a lot of Jason Kelce, to be honest with you. He's fast. He's powerful. He's, athletic. Eagles like using high picks on linemen. I heard he's anywhere between the first and second round. Probably first round for teams that need a center. Howie, go do what you do. Might not be the sexiest pick in the world. But go do what you do. Lock down that center position. Jason Kelce affected the push to the most unstoppable play ever. It starts with Jason Kelce. We used to watch many of other centers and teams try to do it. It's not the same. This is going to be a real test to see, when it's Stout and Howie going to come on the same decision and upgrade these players with free agents, draft picks, or let the in-house talent do its magic. If I had to give a vote for it, I'm going to say I want to see Jurgens stay at the right guard, and then you bring in a Powers to play center. I want the best talent out there. I'm not sure what Steen can do at right guard. After seeing Jurgens last year, I'm not sure what Jurgens can do at center. We ain't seen it. There's some free agents out there, free agent guards out there you can plug in. If you do want to bring Jurgens over and Steen's not the guy, that you can do it that route as well. If you don't want to go to draft route. There's some good guards and centers in the second, third round in the draft that we can go draft to be backups if these guys don't do well. But I think our offensive line will take a slight dip this year with Jason Kelce gone. So this offseason, Howie got 3 or 4 key things you have to do. Number one, which way are you going to go? Are you going to go Saquon? Or are you going to go Swift? Are you going to go for one guy that can do it all? Or are you going to get Swift and maybe a Derrick Henry and keep the back by committee? Everybody's about numbers. If you want to keep these guys happy, you can't have so many numbers in the same room. You got to let one guy be the leader. You go get a Saquon Barkley. He's your guy. He can do it all. Run, catch. He's powerful. He's quick. He can run block, pass block. He can do it all. Swift, underutilized last year. Could definitely play a lot better than he played last year for this football team. Definitely. Hands down. A lot better with a better offensive coordinator. He said, I think it will be better with a better OC, less predictability. Exactly. So we can, if you want to save money. But if you're saving money on Swift, it better be because you're spending money on that defense side of football. Period. That's the only way you do it. We got enough money to spend money on both sides. Who says we have to have all this extra cap? I know there's a lot of people coming up. But as fans, we can't get glamorized about, oh, this guy's coming up for contract. This guy's coming up for contract. If they're under contract, they're under contract. Even if it's only for one more year. They signed the first contract. That's why they're where they're at. You know? We don't have to give them nothing this year. Go broke. Go all in. That's what all in is. Spend all your cash. For all the best talent you can possibly get. Even on positions that we probably don't even think about. Why not? Go get everybody. Bring them to the squad this year. Free agency starts. Baby. Spot start. It is how he sees it. Go bring back Reddick. Go make him happy. Make BG happy. Keep Josh Sweat. And just keep adding to the damn roster. Better and better and better. We don't need to subtract to get better this year. Past years we did. We didn't have the cap salary. The salary cap money. We weren't flexible enough to, just get better without dropping something. But this year we are definitely that flexible. And we can do it. And we should do it. And we need to do it. It's time to put some respect back on the Birds, baby. It's time to bring another one of these back home. We need our 5th championship. 2nd Super Bowl, but 5th championship. We need to get it. We are the best thing in football right now. Everybody wants to talk about us. Everybody wants to be like us. If you look around the league, all the great football teams have Eagle coaches. Former Eagle coaches. All of them. Andy Reid, best Eagles coach of all time. Chiefs, now he got 2 rings. The Ravens, who's their head coach? Buffalo, who's their head coach? The Colts, who's their head coach? A lot of these teams were great teams have Eagle coaches because we are that organization that brings out greatness. But we got to keep it in-house, and we got to do it now, guys. This window is only open for 3 more years unless you resign Hurts. And when he get that kind of money, and his next contract is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be one of my Patty Mahomes type contracts. Now you're really playing with low cap. You know what I'm saying? So you need to go do it now. What up, Brian? How you doing, my guy? Hit that like. Let's get those likes up, guys. We've been on here for an hour. Salute to all you guys. We got 89 in the building right now. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. 89 in the building. Salute to all you guys. for sharing your Sunday morning with Birdgang 31. Talking Eagles football, man. He said you would pay Saquon $10 million a year for a 1-year deal. Yeah. Why not? Why wouldn't you? Saquon Barkley, my guy. He's not a Swift. Everybody keeps saying, like, but we can pay Swift. Saquon's not Swift. You've seen Saquon great. You know what I'm saying? You've seen this guy put up monster numbers. All pro numbers. He is elite talent when healthy. So give him the bag. He played on a better football field. He played with a better football team. A better offense. You know what I'm saying? Why not? You will see the difference from when you bring, even Swift, when he was on the Lions, he wasn't even getting the ball that last year. He came to a good team. He looked great. Great teams make good players look great. Jalen Hurts will make Saquon look great. Devontae Smith, great. He said 1K runner with anyone. I'd rather spend all the money on defense. You're going to spend all your money on one side of football. Really? That's all you want to do? Spend all the money on defense? We don't need that many defensive players. We needed a better scheme. Put these guys in the right position. That's what we needed. We don't got $50 million worth of defensive problems. And I'm not saying the offense definitely don't need nothing but a running back. Like I said, we can get a receiver in a draft. We can get a receiver in a draft. So, majority of the money will be going on the defensive side of football. But $10 million, the way Howie know how to work his magic on these contracts, no. We can just afford $10 million for Saquon Barkley. We can't afford that 15 Christian McCaffrey type money for Saquon. But I promise you, if we got Saquon, he'll come over here for a cheaper price because he knows he's going to win football games. And sometimes you can't put a price on winning. He want that chip. He want one of these. He give us a little bit of a discount. But you'll still get a Christian McCaffrey type player. You put the talent around him that he'll have in Philadelphia, you'll see Saquon be, if not the best back in the league, one of the best backs in the league again. Over 1,000 yards. Over 1,600 yards if you add a receiver. Double-digit touchdowns. Pro Bowl, all pro. I promise you, you bring a cat like that on his team and it will happen. He said our only problem is on the defensive side of the ball. A lot of them are, but a lot of them wasn't from the players, guys. It wasn't just the players. It was the scheme. The scheme had these guys messed up. I feel bad for Byard. The scheme had these guys out of position. You had a first-time defense coordinator with a championship roster. Thought he was just going to come in and be JG and go off talent. No. The first year with JG and Steichen, we won 9 games. It was the second year they put it all together. We got all this new stuff. If you're not veteran, if you're not seasoned in your coaching, it takes a year or two to get your team right. And it took them a year. They didn't just do that 1 year we went to the Super Bowl. The year before they were together. That's why you seen the jump with Jalen Hurts in his game. It went from second year in the season, you never seen it happen. He got better. The third year, we didn't have the same offense, so he didn't get better. We would have kept Steichen for another year. I think that would have took Jalen to the next level. He'd have been that much more better. But he went out and got a first-year offensive coordinator. He went out and got a first-year defensive coordinator. It restarted the cycle. Same players, different coaching. Same result as a year before. The Eagles looked like the year before. they went to Super Bowl. That's what they look like the year before last. Some good plays, some good times. 10-1, baby. Woo! It all came up. Nipped them in the butt at the end, man. The coaching sucked. Teams had 10 games to realize what you do well. They exposed you. We were exposed at the end of that season. You got to have that veteran coach, the Dougie P, the Andy Reid type coach, that when the team started going down, they know exactly what to do to bring us back and get us back on top. They know exactly what to say. They know exactly what to change. They know how to make every correction you need to make to get your team back on. These new guys didn't know what to do. They're too busy worried about trying to make a name for themselves. Trying to be the next great coordinators for the Philadelphia Eagles. Trying to get their own head coaching jobs. And I even really, I don't know, did Sai get a job yet? I ain't seen it. I know Patricia ain't got a job yet. Brian Johnson, I think he went to college or something, didn't he? These guys were nobodies. He said doing Jalen a disservice keeping Sirianni because he would never have a stable coordinator. And that's what I say, Twiz. I thought we should fire, if we were going to fire the defensive side, we were going to fire the defense coordinator, the offense coordinator, you might as well have went out and fired Nick. Because what did we bring Nick here for anyway? He was supposed to be this offensive guru that dominates the NFL. He got big-headed like Dougie P did when he won the Super Bowl, but at least Dougie P won the Super Bowl before he got big-headed. Nick went to the Super Bowl, got big-headed. Thought his offense was gold. Didn't want to make changes. Start throwing the ball too much. Every team needs to run the football. But I feel what you're saying, man. Because Nick only wants Nick people to run Nick's offense. That's why I hope Kellen Moore, and I heard he gets more rain, Nick's going to be a lot less in his offense. But hope he could come bring a different offense and realize what he has to do. When he had a good football team, his offenses looked pretty good. That's why I think it's key for us with this offense. Go ahead. Zeke, Pollard, 2 running backs. Go ahead and get you Swift and go get you Henry. 1-2 punch. Go get your nice third receiver. If you remember those years, those were the years we had, the Cowgirls had Cooper, Lamb, and Gallup. And those were Gallup's years where Gallup had 1,000 yards receiving. Because the pressure was on Cooper and Lamb. That threw 4,000. But Elliott and Pollard still balled out. He said Nick is the puppet they want. And I agree. Nick is definitely the puppet that they want. But we don't need no puppet. We need a leader. We need a leader. Actually, you watch. Remember before last year started, Nick and Howie, because they would burn you. Howie and Lurie would burn your ass. They were in every press conference together, laughing. Ha this, ha that. When it got hot, guess what? You only see Nick on there by himself. They don't ride with that ish. You didn't see Howie no more. Miss Ashley, she's looking forward to see what Kellen Moore can bring, can do. Gonna do. Now I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't want to see what this guy has. But if Kellen Moore wants to really make a name, he has a position to make a name. He has an elite championship organization style football team to make a name. He has an elite quarterback. He has 2 elite receivers. He has an elite, I would say elite tight end. You know? Go get him that elite running back. Don't leave room for excuses, Philadelphia, Howie. Don't leave room for excuses. You know, all that's done. No more excuses. On offense, don't say our offense is good, so we don't need anything. No. You can always upgrade the offense. Before CMC got to San Francisco, they had a good offense, but he made them better. Now they have an elite offense. Do the same thing. Go make this offense elite. All your core positions on offense need to be elite. And don't think about it. Just do. Don't think about these contracts you said, now just do it. You're the best damn GM in football, period. The best. The king of the cap, baby. The king of the cap. Go maneuver, will, and deal, and do what you do best, Howie. And go bring our team back to promise. Bring us back to being the best football team in the league. It felt good being an Eagle fan, knowing that your team was the best team in football. You know how many years I went supporting a team that was the middle of the pack with heart? I'm ready to stay the best team in football. After getting a taste of that championship, I'm ready for the Eagles to stay the best team in football. I need the Eagles to take over Andy Reid. It was good that we finally beat Andy Big Red last year. That was a weight off our shoulders. But it's time to beat Andy every year. It's time to have the best coach in the league. It's time to have the best football team in the league. He says Goddard should be utilized more. He will be. He says San Francisco had a defense, though. We don't have that. And that's what I'm saying. We need to go spend money on linebacker. We can have that, too. We got the talent. We need to coach it. Maybe 3 players. 3 players. Because when you get bonus money and all that, you don't need to spend $45 million, $50 million on 3 players. Go get you a starting linebacker that's legit, a Queens caliber. Go get you a starting safety who's legit. Go get you another cornerback to take over for Bunbury. Because he's trash. You do those 3 things with a better scheme, our defense is right back where they were. Right back where they were. With a coach that knows how to make adjustments. We're right back where we were. I just don't feel like it's the talent, guys. It's not the talent. Some parts it is. Some players were trash. But it was the overall scheme that made us look so bad at the end of that season. No one said we were super trash. We said we weren't playing to the best of our abilities at 10-1, but we weren't super trash. The players made plays, but the scheme fell short. People recognize the scheme. You only can run the same offense, defense maybe 2 years in a row in the NFL. After that, that's when you start seeing new coordinators or the old coordinators, change up the way they play. The key to Bill Belichick, when he won his Super Bowls, man, and that type of team, even Andy Reid, the way he runs his Super Bowl, it happened different ways. It wasn't all just running the ball, passing the ball. It was switching up year to year to the team that you have, to the roster that you have. Switching up year to year to make sure that no one gets a beat on what you're doing. Sometimes you go back to what you used to do, but you're always bringing something new at a team. Boom, 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 boom. When you're fresh, they can't stop fresh. They can stop stale. They can stop old. They can't stop fresh. You're an NFL coach. That's your job. Every year, even if you're running the same offense, come out with some fresh, new plays. It's not about getting cocky thinking that what you do works. It's going to continue to work. We went to the Super Bowl. That was 20 damn games of good football that teams had to study and break down. It's not like we only won 9 games, then we're kicked out in the playoffs. 20 damn games a team had to study and break down. And we had a Super Bowl hangover. It just didn't come in the beginning of the season like most teams. Super Bowl hangover. And when you came into the next season and you did the exact same thing over again, and was squeaking out wins. Was squeaking them out. You know? You're squeaking out wins. Thinking, oh, it does work. Oh, it does work. I just need to make a change here. I just need to make a change here. No, it was not working. People was figuring that shit out. Jalen Hurts wasn't even healthy last year. And that's another big thing. Jalen, whatever you're doing this offseason, heal that leg. You had some yards rushing. Everybody said, I didn't see the difference. He played a lot different last year, I believe. Every time he ran the ball, he did not look like the Jalen Hurts years prior. No, he didn't. I don't know if it's the contract and people saying you got to be more cautious when you run that ball. But I need that same rushing ability that got you paid, Jalen. We need that same threat. It's the third threat. Having a good running game or good running backs is one. Having good receivers who catching the ball is two. And having a quarterback that controls both at a high level is three. We need to get back to that. Don't ever take that RPO out of this offense. Don't ever worry about, oh, we paid a man this much money. He can't get hurt. Football's a man's sport. Be a man. Josh Allen doesn't scare when he goes out there and hit people. And Jalen don't even run like Josh. Lamar, Josh, these guys got plays set up where they got lead backs and all this stuff. Jalen is just running the offense. A lot of his yards come off of broken plays. Him just taking off. But even last year when he did it, he didn't do it the same way. He wasn't as dynamic of a runner last year. I think because that knee was messed up. So we need our quarterback to get healthy this year. Yeah, hiring first-time player calls was a bad move, and we addressed that, so we should be better by default. Exactly. We should be better by default. You know, experienced people should bring experienceness to our football team. We got the talent to better. We should be better. We won 11 games. We should be back in the 14 range this year. What up, Big Simple? Shout out to you, my guys. Shout out to all 100 people, wherever you at. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Hit that like. I'm going to be bringing a lot more individual content. I know you watch us every Tuesday night. Me and JC on The Truth. The Eagles, The Truth. That show's blowing up. So make sure you keep up with that chat every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I'm gonna do a lot more solo stuff. I'm gonna be getting back into making some videos, individual videos. I still got some content, you know, from some of these top receivers I was talking about, like Rice Jr., Luke McCaffrey, and all these guys that I talked to at the Senior Bowl. I got some footage I need to bring out with those guys. I'll start breaking down who I want in the draft. But right now, in this Howie season, it's free agency. It's about to start in the next 48 hours, baby. It's a new year, guys. Everything from last year, we need to erase from our minds. It didn't happen. It's done. New season, fresh start, fresh mind, fresh spirit, fresh power, fresh energy. Eagle fans, remember when we went to Super Bowl, how hyped we were? How much swag we walked around with. Time to get back there, guys. Don't let the media control how we are as fans, like the team did last year. We're going to talk our shit all year long because in the next 48 hours, this team's about to get legit. We're about to add some star players to this team and be legit again. And as Eagles fans, all we can do is support, guys. Support. Trust the process, baby. Trust the process. That's all we got to do. It's about to happen. The Eagles about to be on top again. And we're about to go back to being the best team in football. It's Howie's season. And I believe Howie's going to do what he got to do to bring the players that he needs to bring. Whether it's Saquon. Whether it's Derrick Henry. Or whether it's DeAndre Swift back. Get yourself a star running back. If you believe that in Swift, you think that we underutilized him and you can make sure that we maximize his potential this year, then go bring him back. But if you do that, go get me a Queen, a McKinley, safety, a Patrick, Certain. Go get those players and bring to that defensive side of the ball. Use all your money to make this defense elite again. And I promise you, at the end of the season, we bring one of these home, boys. I have faith in Howie. I have faith in the GOAT of GMs, the best GM in football. Go get your Howie shirt. I'm telling you, don't wait, because he's about to do his magic again. It's like the Matrix with him. That's why I put the Matrix in the background, because the way he does it, he's on another level. And the Eagles will be dominated again in 2024, guys. We're gonna see. We're gonna be live Tuesday night. The True. I'm gonna be live again. Probably again. I know I got Tuesday night. I might even go live tomorrow. If I don't, I'll probably break down a video. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe. We are on the road to 10K, guys. BG needs to be there. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Hit that share. Hit that notification bell. Hit all that. So we're going to be bringing the fire all year long. We're going to be setting the standards of what it is to be an Eagles fan. And we're going to bring that heat every show. So much love to you. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, guys. Howie season's about to start. Click the link. Get you your Howie King of the Cap shirts. And know that this Philadelphia Eagles is about to put in some work in this offseason. So, like I always say to you guys, I love you. Thanks for all the support. Fly, Eagles, fly. We still got 100 in here. Where all you guys are at, I would love to have you guys on the YouTube side too as well. All 100 of you guys, hit that subscribe on YouTube. You know I got the little eaglets I got to take care of. You know what I'm saying? So hit that subscribe on YouTube. Get at me. Hit that post notification bell. Fly, Eagles, fly. And until next time, it's BG31. It's been fun. And I'll talk to you soon. We out. Peace.